What's up guys, Trader Neil here, back at you with another crypto video. So today we're going to be taking a look at a couple of altcoins that I don't think I've looked at with you guys before, and I will be telling you where I think they could be going within the next couple days to weeks, and where I am looking to buy these for the next year. The reason why today's video is so important, guys, is because I do think the coins that I go over today are going to do well over the next year. But for the most part, a lot of the entries I'm looking at are going to be lower prices. And so stick around, guys, and watch and wait till I show you the entries that I'm looking at for these coins. Because if we get them, we could potentially get some great entries that could last for the next 6 months to a year to come, and that would be fantastic. So stick around and just enjoy the ride. If you guys are excited for the video and are excited for the picks that I'm looking at, I would very much appreciate it if you guys like this video, subscribe to my channel at Trader Neil, and hit that like button and that bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. Would very much appreciate it. Thing with things, guys, right now on the channel, we are cracking 2,600 subscribers, and I can't thank you guys enough. I think it is very possible that we hit 3,000 subscribers within the next month or two, and if we could hit that goal, I would very much appreciate it. It's been a crazy year, guys, honestly. Going from nothing to 2,600 subscribers within the last 9 months has been insane. So you guys have been there for me this whole time, and let's keep the ride going. All right, guys, so let's get started. So before I get into the altcoin picks, I think some of you guys will enjoy a little bit of BTC analysis here. And so things are pretty slow, guys, on the BTC front right now. The reason I say that is because looking at BTC here, we are just range bound at the moment. And so between $92,000 and 99K, Bitcoin price action is pretty much just hanging around this zone here. I think that it is probably very likely I think it's likely that we see this range stick around at least till the new year at this point, guys, on BTC. I will say that if we do see one more move down, guys, into this 4-hour order block in this value area low here that hasn't necessarily been tapped yet, I do think this would be a nice long opportunity, and one that I'm looking at, something around 92K. We'll love to see price action come down, hit these levels before a nice bounce to the upside. But until I get something like this in a bit of a raid of these lows, I'm going to try to be a little bit more cautious trading BTC and just focus on some altcoins that are putting in their moves. And so that's pretty much what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. You're also below the 200 moving average and the anchored VWAP on the 4 hours. So right now I'm not looking to take any longs on Bitcoin. Ethereum, on the other hand, is actually doing a little better than Bitcoin. Ethereum isn't even close to these range lows as of yet, and I do think Ethereum is getting ready to put in maybe a bit of a weekend pump here. I am not a huge diagonal drawer, but if you guys see this here, you are breaking a supply line here with 1, 2, 3 touches. So, and ETH is looking pretty strong right now. So I wouldn't be surprised to see ETH put in a move to this upper zone here, around 34.57 or so. Let me extend my volume pool here, make sure the value area high is still lining up. Yep. So the value area high and this golden pocket that I took from this high to this low, guys, is sitting up right at 34.56. So I'd be taking an eye at this level for a potential short. Honestly, wouldn't surprise me to see, since we're getting a weekend move to the upside, to see a short opportunity happen here before a move down. I mean, I think it would be pretty likely to see something like that play out. However, if that doesn't, let's say, aid as an area of rejection on Ethereum, then I would be looking a little higher for a potential move here on ETH. You have a 4-hour bearish OB here to keep an eye on. But here's the thing, guys. If Ethereum does start to show a pretty good amount of strength here on the chart, then I would be very much interested in this long opportunity on a flip of 35.20. And so these highs here at 35.20 here and here, I mean, price action has been really sticky in trying to get above that, and so far hasn't been able to successfully do that. If ETH gets above 35.20, it'll also flip this trend band bullish again. And so this would be a nice area to see ETH get above if we are to see higher prices and a move back to 4K. So keep an eye on that level on your chart. All right. And then I think everyone is always interested in Solana here. And so my thoughts here on Solana are as such: you flip this zone between 197 and 203, I think Sol goes higher. If not, I'm looking for a sweep of these lows from last week and this anchored VWAP down here. And the anchored VWAP, guys, I took from this low all the way back in August. So I think this would be a nice place for a potential long if Sol just ends up rejecting here again and coming down. All right, so those are the big three coins here, guys. And then let me show you guys a couple of altcoins that I'm looking at for potential plays coming up. And so number one alt here is POPCAT. And so POPCAT here is a coin that I'm interested in. If we get a move a little bit lower, I am spot long POPCAT already in case this thing wants to put in its move already. The reason why I think it might put in a move soonish is that you did have a tap of this 886 already here on POPCAT at this 647 level. But if I were to get leverage long on here, I would want to see a little lower first and foremost. The reason being is that you have this potential bullish bat or bullish shark here at the 886. If I were to draw it, it would look something like this. There, the 886. And so getting one more swipe here of these lows before higher would give you a nice drive of bullish divergence, because at the moment, guys, you don't have any bull divs just yet. Ever since you put in the RSI low here, you also have put in your price action low at that same level. So you'd have to get you'd pretty much have to get one more drive to the downside to get that bull div confirmed. And so I would not mind to see that, especially like if you get a move down a little lower into the new week. That would be nice to see, and that would provide a pretty nice entry. And I would pretty much be looking to get leverage long here and then have a DCA here at this level at this daily here at around 5.5 and then aim for these highs again. So that's my thoughts on POPCAT. I am looking at WIF coin as well, guys, and this is a coin that I am interested in picking up more spot in WIF, and I do like the daily bullish divergence here on the RSI. However, besides the daily bull divs here, I would be interested in picking this one up just a little lower if we get it. I am looking at this 886 being hit from, I took the pull from this low in August to our current all-time highs here in the pretty much the middle of November. And so one more move down to this 886 at around 1.5 or so would be the area that I'm interested in, because not only is that the 886, but you have a lot of historical confluence at that level too. So that's where I'm looking at for that. If you guys are interested, I did send out a TIA long already to my Discord groups. If you guys want to sign up and get my entries as they come in real time, I do have a subscription link to Unity Academy's Discord where I give all my analysis, calls with TPs, stop losses, take profits, all of that. My spot and leverage longs all given in there. And if you guys want to get a free trial for 5 days, you can sign up with the link in my description below. But this is a coin that I am long on, guys. I don't like here on TAA that this is below the daily 200 moving average here and the daily trend band. Those are factors here that I don't like in terms of a bullish posturing here. But I will say here on TAA that putting in this higher high at the beginning of December is something I did want to see, especially, you know, on this whole way down, guys, you've had nothing but lower highs with the lower lows here. So putting in your first higher high here compared to every single one of these highs is starting to make me want to look for an entry now. And so that's what I'm looking at here. And let's see if it plays out. Okay, and so here's another coin that has done well over the last couple months. It's Chainlink. So over the last month or so, guys, Chainlink put in a 200% move, and at the moment is just consolidating. The thing that I will say here on Chainlink, guys, is I do see this sort of meme head and shoulders pattern here. And so you guys can actually use TradingView to help show you where that head and shoulders pattern is. I will say the neckline here, not super clean, but at the same time, I will say that it is a valid pattern, especially if that neckline gets broken here. And so if I am being honest, I do think you get another bounce here on Link. I wouldn't be surprised to see this get rejected somewhere in the zone and then come down for another tap of that neckline. And at this point, I do think you get a bit of a bounce there. However, if this neckline gets lost, if you see like at least 2 4-hour closures under about 20.48, then I would be looking for lower prices here. And the next level of interest that I have would be the 16.5 level, which would pretty much complete the pattern here as well, guys. If you get from the head, the top to the bottom here, and extrapolate that, you've got to move all the way down to 16.5, even to 13.2 possibly. So keep in mind that lower prices are pretty likely for Chainlink if it gets below this 20.4 level. And here's a coin that I am still spot long in and am leverage long in as well, guys. It's PEPE coin. So PEPE has been extremely strong and probably the most resilient coin as of late, besides probably XRP, because PEPE is one of the only coins that broke above its previous all-time highs, which were here from May of 2024 at 172, and are still above them. And PEPE is pretty much just hanging out above this 174 level, and at the moment looks like it wants to go higher here. So what I will say on PEPE is above this 174 level, I think PEPE goes higher. If PEPE loses 174, that's when I would start to look for lower prices. And lower prices means coming down here for another tap at the golden pocket, and I would be looking to get leverage long at this level again. However, if PEPE stays above this level, I think it goes higher, and you see this 228 level sooner rather than later. Alright, guys, and then another altcoin that I have my eye on is TOA. So TOA is an AI coin that has done quite well this cycle. I mean, from low to high within the span of a couple months, went up 350%. I will say here, though, on TOA, guys, I do think this one looks like it might be due for a bit more of a correction, especially it being under all of your 12-hour major moving average and trends. I think this might come a little lower. I think here on TOA that you finally get a tap of this range high here. So this range that played out from June of 2024 to September of 24 that finally broke out, you never got a retest of these highs ever since. And so coming down for a retest of this 363 level, which were range highs here, I think would be a nice area to start picking up some more TOA either on spot or on leverage, especially because it lines up well with this macro golden pocket that I took from this low to her all-time high. So I'm looking at that area for potential long. And then I am looking at Say for a similar idea here, guys. So Say is actually looking pretty good for a move up. I think either it does that from here because it's holding this demand line pretty well and this golden pocket from low to high. Either you get your move up from here, because also, guys, looking at Say, this is your macro like SR level 2. This is a historical SR right here at about 0.42. So either this gets a move up from here, or another area of interest that I have if this level doesn't hold is coming down to this demand zone here at about 0.35 down to your previous month low at 3.3. Not only is this your demand zone here on the higher time frame, guys, but your previous month low coincides really well with your value area low here from this low to our current price. So I would be very interested in picking up more Say at these levels. And then FTM, guys, this coin has done quite well over the last couple months. So from low to high, 453% move, and you're just getting a retracement. This did put in a higher high here compared to your previous March highs, guys. So looking for a potential higher low is the name of the game for me right now. Currently, this coin has been quite weak over the last couple weeks. However, I do see a lot of confluence coming up for a potential trade opportunity. Around here at 7.2 is one area of interest that I'm looking at down to this daily level. You've got your anchored VWAP setting up at that same level too. So I would be interested in taking a potential trade there, especially because you lost your last low. I wouldn't be surprised to see this come down a little bit. And then lastly, guys, another AI coin that I'm looking at is Fetch AI here. So right now this has put in a higher high on the daily and on the 12-hour. But at the same time, if this demand line gets lost from these lows from September till now, I do think you get a bigger swipe to the downside. And I think a very, very clean level for a potential trade would be this higher time frame demand zone from 0.94 down to 0.8. And validation for me is really clear there, guys. If this level doesn't hold all the way down to 0.8, then I think this comes all the way down to here at about 0.51. And so taking a trade at these levels is what I want to do. And if that doesn't work out, then I would be looking for the 0.5 level next. Simple as that. All right, guys. So remember, guys, these are all different trade ideas that I'm just looking at. I'm not necessarily taking all of these, but at the same time, they are levels that if you guys want to be prepared in case prices go lower over the next couple of weeks, if you have these marked on your charts, then you won't be scared. If price comes down to lower prices, you'll be ready. And so that's how I'm playing it. And if you see good reactions at our potential entry levels, then you can make your own decisions on whether you want to take your trades or whether you don't want to. I know personally I'm going to be taking them by a case-by-case basis, seeing if there's strength in the market by the time some of these entries hit on BTC and on altcoins, and take things from there. Real quick, guys, if you guys are interested in potentially winning some really nice prizes, you guys can sign up to Femex, a nice crypto exchange, in the link in my description below. I've got an affiliate link to Femex there where you guys can trade all of the coins that I talked about during the video today. And if you guys trade literally any of those coins over the next couple weeks, all the way up to the 6th of January, you guys can potentially win a trip to Bali, some Christmas gifts, up to 4 ETH, and up to $20,000 in a trading bonus on Femex. So if you guys are interested in any of these things, you guys can sign up with the link in my description below. All right, guys. So that'll be it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy and you stayed till the end of the video, I want you to put code altcoin in the comments section below. All right, guys, this is Trader Neil signing out. Thanks for staying till the end, and I will catch you guys for another video very soon.